Kingdom Team All Call Time. This is where we take your questions and provide the best possible answers we can think of, all for you all, to create a community of Disney fandom. That's right. And today we have a great question coming to us from Paul Bromwell. He asked specifically, it has been a long time since EPCOT introduced a new country to World Showcase. What nation would you like to see added in the future? I love this question because there's so many possibilities. There's so much that can be done with World Showcase. And I know that when it comes to EPCOT, a place that continues to be under the knife even as we speak, there is plenty of room to expand in various locations in and around the World Showcase. And I think even more what I think is reassuring to me is that we just saw an expansion of a current nation, France. Add on the Remy's Ratatouille adventure attraction and a creperie and a bathroom.
Yes.
Even more restrooms, please. But the fact that they expanded out a current nation means that they are willing to grow current places, current countries. Tyler, what do you think when it comes to adding something to EPCOT, a new country to the mix, or expanding out a current country? What tops your list?
I can say expanding out a current country because I just want Mexico too. Let's do it.
Keep growing.
Let's go. Margaritas and burritos and tacos for days. Let's go. I'm down. No, but I think Katrina and I probably both have the same answer, to be honest with you. So I mean, I'm just gonna come out and say it. It was definitely rumored a while back as maybe happening at a certain point, but then all of a sudden things changed. I am speaking of Brazil. I think Brazil would be a really cool one. Not only because the culture. Obviously, Brazil has a lot of really cool-looking, architecture and culture kind of, around them, but also their food, man. The food is always incredible. I mean, every time they have any Brazilian food at, any of their food festivals, I mean, it's always great. So I just think it would be a welcome addition, as well as we all know how many Brazilian tourists come to Florida. So,
Gosh.
I just think that it could go really well. I mean, just
can we just have
a soccer shop?
I mean, I'm gonna say Brazil, obviously. Brazil is it's just so great. And can you imagine having an area where there's samba dancers and then they had a carnival kind of thing going on most of the time. It would be so great. It'd be so fun, and it would be completely different than because obviously England was supposed to expand, but that got axed.
Remember Mary Poppins? I do.
I was very excited for it.
Yeah.
But Brazil, I mean, they did make the booth permanent, which is great. The Brazil booth.
They knew.
And but is it going to be permanent? I mean, Brazil's not going to stay there. I wish it would stay there 24/7. But Brazil
all the way. Any country that you feel needs to be built out?
Italy.
Yeah.
There's got to be more of a Sicilian culture in there, man, because there's really not. I think that would be really great because right now they're representing Sicily by the donkey pulling the
Is that
wagon. That's it. That's the only southern representation. So I feel they need to expand to kind of show the islands and Capri, and then they have to show a little bit of Sicily and stuff, more the southern regions, because their food is impeccable, and patina does not do very well for that. So I feel that would be really cool if they
would you want to put in an attraction, something entertainment related back there? Because I agree, I always feel when you get back to Via Napoli, the pizza place, it's like a dead end, and then you got to turn around and walk back out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Italy, huh? And the architecture, and I think for how small of a footprint it has, it packs a heck of a punch. I mean, it really does hit you well when it comes to the details, and they do their best with the small footprint that it takes up. But would you think maybe an attraction or some sort of entertainment?
I mean, that would be really cool if they were able to put some kind of really fun attraction. I'm not gonna it would be fun to do a boat ride or something like that, but Mexico has that, and it needs to stay that way because it's just very unique and very
Frozen
fun.
right next to Mexico,
and Frozen,
too.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot of, and then there's Living with the Land. So
there's
a lot
of boat rides.
There's a lot of boat rides
Epcot.
when you think about it. So I feel if they did some kind of fun thing like Ratatouille, but better, that would work. But there's not like a lot of space back there, I don't think. So, I mean, even just like flying over Italy and then just like touring around, that'd be like really fun just to like see the different. I mean, every region is like completely different in Italy. Like it's not all the same. So you go from like the north to the south. It's just like the cuisine and everything's. Just give Stanley Tucci a job and then just have him narrate everything because he does a great job if you've seen this show. But just like some kind of like fun adventure of like different things about Italy. I mean, even like I would even do like a Soarin' if it wasn't cheesy.
Soaring over Italy.
Yeah, Soarin' over Italy. Like I don't know, something fun like that. I feel like would be
Sicilian
great.
Soarin'.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Just over water. Whoop.
Why am I blinking on that last Pixar movie? Why?
Luca?
What? Yeah. Why do a Luca ride over
But I feel
there?
like that would be like a boat ride.
It could
wouldn't
be like
it?
a trackless type of
I
thing.
mean, I guess
with,
they could do like kind of like an underwater type thing, like to show what like where like Luca's from and stuff, and then like slowly like have him come out of the water, kind of like a Little Mermaid, if you will.
That might be fun.
I've never been on it, but I've seen videos of it. The Pirates of the Caribbean in Shanghai. I mean, man, what if they did a ride like that with Luca?
That'd be really cool.
I mean, that ride is crazy.
Audio animatronics everywhere. My vote would go to Switzerland
Ooh.
and create a Matterhorn on the East Coast.
Oh my God.
Man.
That doesn't break your back?
That is correct. A far
Okay.
superior Matterhorn. It might be sacrilege being a Disneylander like myself.
They'll actually
but
have an actual working Yeti? What?
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 Create a Switzerland and a
Chocolate
Matterhorn
everywhere.
that beckons everybody from the entire park.
I
Put
like
it out on
it.
a corner, and then expand Japan. Bring in a Mount Fuji. Do something with Japan. Create a ride. I think Japan absolutely deserves it. I think Japan has such a culture and such an attraction for the Japanese people is Disney parks. They love Disney parks. And so having Japan expand and do something extra back in Japan, I think would just be so worth it. But you let us know. What do you want when it comes to expanding EPCOT and World Showcase specifically? What nation needs to come to that theme park? We want to hear from you. Leave it in our comment section. As always, your perspective, it does matter.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.